Mbilwi Secondary School in rural Limpopo has managed to scoop the top position for ordinary schools. These are public schools. Out of 495 pupils, 421 have passed last year's matric exams, and all the learners there are encouraged to do maths and science. Let's speak now to Mr. Nyambeni Lidzhade. He is the school principal. Mr. Lidzhade, good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time. As we say in the introduction, your school has managed to top the list of public schools in Limpopo, which obtained the biggest number of bachelor passes. How many bachelor passes did you obtain?
We obtained 308 bachelors. 308.
308. And how does that make you feel?
We are excited about it, but we wanted more than that.
Well, that's the spirit. That is the spirit. I'm told...
What we want is 100% bachelor's pass. That is what we want.
We are going to get to how you are going to ultimately get that 100%. But first, let's understand your emphasis on maths and science. Why are you placing so much emphasis there?
The school was established in 1979 for mathematics and physical sciences. In this area, there were a shortage of doctors, and the leaders by then, they went to university to negotiate with universities to lower the standard so that we can have more doctors. And universities did not agree with the request. They came back and decided to start the school for mathematics and physical science. That was in 1979.
And over the years, how has it been? Has this emphasis, this obsession with maths and science, have you seen it pay off, particularly with past students?
Yes, and it's helping this country in producing so many great people. I cannot mention so many there are so many, but I can just mention one, Professor Chilizima Rwara, Professor Nelwa Mondo, the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Popira Matuba, Professor Zindini Muronga, Professor Mashige. There are so many, there are so many.
Yeah, and as we talk now, we have some of the visuals that you helped capture for us at today's awards ceremony. You mentioned Professor Chilidzi Marwala. He now leads a United Nations university, and I'm told that you've made a tradition of actually inviting past students to come and motivate the class of the day. How often does he come to your school?
Chilidzi used to be here. Even when he went to Japan, he came here, then we said farewell to him. But it's our culture and tradition to invite the previous top learners. Like this year, we invited Anzach Petani to motivate the class of 2024. Because in 2017, Anzach Petani was the top learner in the country in quintile 4. So even this year, because of this culture and tradition, we are doing so well. Because this year, we managed to be position 1 in the province, public schools, and position 1 in maths, and also maths and science and life sciences. We produced the top learner in the province, and 2 of our learners, they were with the minister yesterday. One of them, Mudawango, is the best learner in the country in mathematics. All the learners who wrote mathematics in this country, the #1 learner comes from Mbilwi, and that learner is Mudawango. And the other learner who took position 2 in quintile 4 is Todani Nzumburo, who is the top learner in the province. These 2 learners, now I can tell you that they got total in 2 subjects. One got total in geography, this Nzumburo got total in geography and also in physical science. The other learner, Mudawango, got total in mathematics and physical sciences.
Yeah.
The emphasis in math and science, the school was started for that purpose because we can't have people becoming pilot with consumer studies and hospitality. You can't. You can't. So
Talk to us.
These are very, very important. They are very, very important.
Share with us.
I can tell you.
Share with us.
Yeah.
Share with us, Principal Lidzhade. Is there a special way that you teach maths and science to learners to make it interesting? Because these are difficult subjects.
Yeah, we make sure that this subject, we teach them in a practical way, not only the theory way, because these are practical subjects. But our emphasis is on the lower grades. We make sure that the foundation is very strong. Otherwise, with maths and science, if you don't teach them very well in grade 8, 9, 10, and 11, in grade 12, you cannot achieve. As far as our teachers are concerned, we also put our best teachers in the lower grades because that is the challenge in this country. We tend to concentrate on the last grade.
And have you found that that actually is the solution, to take your best to lower grades so that by the time they get to matric, those learners are able to just cruise through these two subjects?
Yeah, the two subjects, you have to have a foundation. Otherwise, you will not win.
Yeah.
It's just like when you are building a house. If your house, the foundation is very weak, just forget.
Now let's talk about how you are going to get to the 100%. But perhaps before that, how do you motivate those learners who have not done so well, and perhaps you'll find that they have to repeat some grades before they even reach grade 12? What is the school's way of dealing with that?
We have a program where we invite our former learners. There is one, Dr. Amazement Nemaungani. He was here 2007, and that learner, the first test he got 4% in maths, but in the final exam, he got total 400 out of 400. Wow. Such learners, we call them to motivate. Even this coming Monday, Monday the 20th, we are going to have a meeting of the parents, and together with the class of 2025, he's going to be invited, the former learner, Dr. Amazement Nemaungani, the one I'm saying, test one in 2007, he got 4 in maths, but in the final exam, he got total. Such learners, they are good living testimony to encourage those who are not doing well.
Yeah. Do you find that the debate about the use of mother tongue language in order to teach such subjects, do you find that it is indeed true that if you teach your child through mother tongue these subjects that are as difficult as maths and science, there is much more progress being made? Or are you totally dismissive of that?
No, I can't dismiss that because it's a barrier in our learners where they have to study in a foreign language, and some of the concepts they don't understand. If you compare the learner, the English-speaking learner, and the Tshivenda-speaking learner, they approach the same concept. They will not understand it the same. I think the issue of mother tongue is very, very important.
And so the goal to reach 100% pass rate, what are those building blocks? I've been reading some of the international studies through the competitions that are done among the countries, and Asian countries are topping the list when it comes to these subjects, maths and science.
You need to have individual attention because the way you work with these learners, they don't understand the concept the same because learners are not the same. So you need to have special support programs where you support the weak learners. And you can also have peer coaching. Peer coaching, we find that those bright learners, they assist those who are not so capable.
Yeah.
So when they are taught by their peers, they understand better.
Mr. Nyambeni Lidzhade, let me thank you very much for your time, the principal of Mbilwi Secondary School. It's a school in rural part of Limpopo, and they have performed so exceptionally that they've actually topped the list of public schools in producing bachelor passes.